Good evening. I'm Sonali Shankar. I'm a founding director with TriEdge Solutions, and I was one of the two trainers conducting today's workshop today. And one of the programs that we, in the program, one of the sections that we covered was around resumes. As a recruiter, on a daily basis, one is sifting through hundreds of resumes for any given JD that has been assigned to us. And the whole approach to sorting through these resumes has to be very tactical. If we start reading every word on on the 3 or 4 page document, so much time is going to be wasted. So there's a lot of intelligence which can be applied to it. For instance, my personal strategy is that if I look at a resume, I spend just 5 seconds on it, and that's an eliminating of duds tactic. If the organizations which are mentioned, age bracket, keywords which will sort of stand out immediately if they match or not. If the resume is a reject on these criteria, it takes me only 5 seconds to eliminate that. If the overall resume looks somewhat suitable is when I start to probe a little deeper. That's my second classification of sifting through resumes. Here I look at, job stability in terms of how much tenure a person has spent at a place. Has there been a progression in terms of roles and responsibilities, in terms of designation, what kind of academic qualifications this person has. Again, at this stage, if the resume seems suitable, I start to deep dive. Yeah, these are the resumes I'm going to pay some serious attention to because they look, like potential candidates to me. And deep diving essentially means that you start, reading between the lines. You display some eye for detail. For instance, if there is a gap in terms of years from when the education is wrapping up to when the work experience is beginning, if the duration of the degree seems longer or shorter than what it should be, these are straight away red flags to catch attention. And you know that this is an area to be probed when you have a conversation with the candidate. Another aspect could be if there's if roles and responsibilities are listed but there are no specific achievements which are associated there. It will tell, if you have achieved, you will boast. If there's no mention of it, the chances are the candidate is an average performer. Another thing to look at could be that, within the role, what kind of interfaces the person is having, what kind of, targets the person is carrying. These will tell you that, if I'm looking at comparable resumes, which resume to give more weightage to. And deep diving like that can, really tell you a lot more about the candidate. For instance, what kind of competencies is this person in a team lead role? If this person is interfacing with senior management, the chances are the person will have great communication skills, will have the kind of, executive presence which might be required in another senior level job. Even hobbies and interests and extracurricular activities talk to you. If a person, if it's a sales job, then I'm looking for, someone who has extracurricular activities which talk like that. If they display solitary behavior, like the person is fond of reading, listening to music, and there's no activity which displays this person's, extrovert nature, I might be concerned. Or if, it's somebody plays golf, I know, golfing is a great opportunity to network. Somebody is interested in chess, that's a bent of mine towards strategy. If the person is winning, awards in sports, tells you that, this person is extremely competitive. So there's signals and cues all over the resume. All it takes is the right approach and, the attitude to look for that information. However, I'll point out again, this kind of time should not be spent on every resume because this is a little time-consuming activity. If the resume is clearing, your first cut and the second cut of scanning is when you decide to invest time.